November 27th, 2020. It's Friday. You boys know what time it is. A little bit of talking hands. Even though the card isn't the best, we still bring you that content. That's right. Consistent. That's us. My dog is scratching right now and shaking my camera, but it's all good. Welcome to Talkin Hands UFC Vegas 15. We brought the crew to break it down. Let me slide it over to the man that hasn't had the best week so far, but hopefully it's about to get better. Hair's looking good, P. What's up?
The best hair?
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm actually going to be getting a haircut probably. I mean, within probably 2 weeks, so we'll see. Things should pick up here. Really sucks though. I know a lot of you guys took the parlay we spoke about last week, Figueiredo Blades parlay. So I'm unsure what will happen to that because right now the rumor is they're going to reschedule that fight to January. So I don't know if your parlay will be voided or if they'll roll it over or what. So, that really sucks because, Blades was definitely my most confident look. But, hopefully, we'll give you guys some best bets, hopefully make you guys some money. So, yeah.
That's right. The man below me. Woo, boys, we just got some news. The past couple weeks, he's been looking like death. There's a reason. Big Brady's got the vid, boys. He's got the vid, but he's still bringing you that content, still bringing you them winners. He's here, boys, with the vid. We got DFS by the numbers. Brady, what's up, brother?
What's up? Feeling not so great, and this card does not really make anything better here, but I mean, I'm trying to find some nice things to say about this card, but there's really not much. There's some good fights that we're looking forward to. Ready to talk some bets, talk some fights here, but hopefully make some money, even though this card is not so great here.
Wham, bam, boom. And then we got the El Jefe Presidente, Big Jeff Slaughterhouse. What's up, good brother?
What it do, baby? Yo, hey, when you're talking about vids there, you mean Brady got the video, right? The videos.
Yeah, no. He's got that COVID.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and not no BS got a code. He's got the real deal COVID.
I didn't know if Brady wanted that announced on the airways or not, but
it's whatever.
It's a good excuse to have just in case some bad pigs come out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I'm trying to cover it up with the videos, but anyway, yo, what's up, everybody in the chat? I see UFC Shark, Cardone, what's up, dude? Big Show's always here, man. Everybody, UFC Shark, Bobby Swagga. I mean, Mo, I'm gonna let you read that off because I know you like to get halfway down there and show a little love, so let's keep it rolling.
There you go. Boss knows how we do it. Let's go up to the top. We got a couple people in here. Before we do it, if you could, make sure you share this link. Scroll down, hit that thumbs up. That's how YouTube knows you enjoy what we got going here. When you hit that share link, you could copy the link, take it to your phone contacts, send it to your best friend, your cousin, send it to somebody, let them know where you're at on this Friday night. Also, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and let's go to that chat. We got Big Boston Nick in the chat saying, let's go. We got razor sharp picks on the ponies for what? 8 hours today, Preston? 6 hours? 8 hours?
Like 6.5, yeah.
Woo! RSP coming through. We got Zabble. We got BSP. Hey, guys, BSP, Big Show Picks, just made a YouTube channel. Go over there, show some love. Hit that subscribe button on Big Show Picks. We got Nevro in the building. He's been around for a while. What's up, Nevro? Appreciate you for rocking with us. We got Bob Lee Swagger saying, let's go. UFC Shark. Check out UFC Shark on Twitter. He just recently started. He's looking to gain an audience as well. So shout out to UFC Shark. Shout out to Johnny Cardone over there on Higgins podcast. I don't know if Preston and Boss heard that little rhyme, that little jingle that he made for ARCs on the Mecca, but the man's got talent. Go over there, check it out. Higgins podcast. Shout out to Johnny Cardone. Hey, Boss, I told him he needed to go ahead and if he had the time, he can go ahead and make him a pub jingle as well. And we'll put that bad boy at the beginning.
Hey, bro, Cardone emailed me that song early in the morning before he even let it loose to anybody. So I got to chat with Tim about making an intro for Talkin Hands. So we'll see what we could do.
Let's go. Very nice, El Jefe. We got Chris in the building. Jimmy the Drunk. Shout out to Jimmy the Drunk and Sally, Miss Sally. We got Billy Brisbane over there. Check out his content on Pub, breaking down that DFS. We got Big Kevin Wallace. We got dried, spicy, shredded squid. Just I saw on social media he copped that shirt that I believe Boss Man's wearing. Are you ready? Yeah, he is. Shout out to Squid.
If you want to bet, we had place in there in Biloxi there.
There you go. Hey, that's nice. If you want to get some pub merch like dried spicy, go to pubsportsradio.com merchandise. Me and Nikki got a We Be Pubbing shirt, that black and yellow hitter. You can pick up the Talkin Hands shirt, the one me and P got on. You can pick up the one El Jefe Presidente. That's an actual ticket that they cashed on. So there's a couple hitters over there. There it is. Let's bring that bad boy up on. There it is right there. Wham, bam, boom. So go over there, support the squad, and pick you up some merch. Big Brandon in, Josh in the building. So, yeah, we appreciate everybody for rocking with us. Like I said, hit that share link, share it to at least one person, and let's get it rocking, boys. Before we get it rocking, P, let's say we got some people in the chat, and they don't have a book, but they need one. Where do they go?
Yeah, mybookie.ag. Go ahead, enter that promo code PUBSPORTS. You'll get a 50% deposit bonus match, credit or debit, 100% via Bitcoin. Minimum will be $100. Mybookie.ag, promo code PUBSPORTS.
Very nice, very nice. And Boss will be reading all the odds and the over and unders from mybookie.ag. So you want to go check that out, go check them out. First fight on the card, we got Nate Manus coming in 12-1 versus Luke Sanders coming in 13-3. Boss, you got some odds on that?
Yep. Sanders is coming in -145, Manus +115, over and under 2.5, over -170, under +140.
Very nice. Mr. Brady, will you pop this one off?
Yes, sir. All right, so it's kind of interesting. Like Luke Sanders opened up as a +140 underdog, which is really crazy. And now, like you mentioned, he's like -145. I kind of agree where he's at right now. That opener is really crazy. Would have loved to get it at plus money. I don't know if that line was actually real because by the time I got my tape study done, I saw him sitting there at -130, which is not a bad line as well. It's just really hard to trust a guy like Luke Sanders. I think he's like 34 years old now, but like watching the tape, I think he's the much better fighter here. It's just hard to trust a guy like Luke Sanders. He always makes these really silly mistakes in the cage. When he's on, he's on. Like the last fight of Manus in his very first UFC debut, I actually thought he lost that fight. And a lot of people did agree with me there. A very underwhelming performance. He got outlanded like 2-1, got taken down twice. His opponent Munoz lost a point because of like a nut shot, a couple of them there, and just wasn't really over impressed. And then going back before the UFC career, just not impressed as well. I like Luke Sanders here. He's going to throw a lot of volume. It's just hard to trust the dude. Sanders has been knocked out before, but I went back and watched that fight. It's not like he was knocked out cold or anything. I thought the ref kind of a bad stoppage. Once the ref stopped it, Sanders was like definitely aware where he was at and just stood up right away. I think the better fighter is Luke Sanders here at -145 where it's at right now. Probably wouldn't touch it. I would probably earlier in the week, but at this point, probably a pass. But just like I said, not all impressed with Manus.
Nice. What about you, VPP?
Yeah. Chat, what's up? 2 cents. Yeah, this is a tough fight. So I actually had Luke Sanders against Renan Barão, his last fight, February 2019. That was pretty much a fade of Renan Barão. Barão was on his way out, and Sanders got the job done. He knocked him out. I know he came into the UFC kind of not as a wrestler, but kind of more known for his wrestling, but his striking's definitely there. The worry is, like you said, the layoff and then the chin. So if he does get popped or grazed on the chin, he could get knocked out. But like Brady just said, that this Manus guy looked like dog shit in that fight. His debut fight in the UFC against Johnny Munoz was another guy who shouldn't even be in the UFC. They just kind of were against the cage for 15 minutes, not doing a whole lot. And Manus ended up getting the decision. Sanders definitely on tape has shown more. So, and line movement doesn't always talk, but the line went from +140 to -150. So someone must know something. So I'll side with the line movement. I will take Luke Sanders to win a decision here.
Yep. No, I'm on board with that just because Sanders is the better fighter all around, period. Besides his chin, he is a little chinny. Manus, can't crack him, but this is, combat sports, so that can't happen in almost any fight. You just got to go with your gut, the better fighter, and Sanders it is, man. I mean, Sanders by decision, I don't mind. I think that's how he gets it done. You know, if he can stay away from too much damage, I think he just squeaks out a decision. Plus 180, not horrible.
Yeah, no. This one right here, I don't have the best read on it. If you watch the chat of some prediction videos and you watch some other predictors, there's a little bit of love on Manus, and I didn't really expect that. Just like P said, you watch his last fight, he doesn't look the best, but what he does do is he gets in dog fights. He comes to scrap, and that kind of worries me because we have pretty boy Luke. You know, he doesn't have the best chin, but he has the better skill set. He's a lot faster. He has a great overhand. He has some wrestling. It's just, can he tie it together? I'm not going to bet anything on this fight. I won't even bet it live. I just don't. You know, I could see why some people would be going Manus just because it's more like a fade on Luke's chin, and Manus does get into a dogfight. But the more I think about it, I'm gonna rock with the panel, and I'm going to pick winners here, boys. This is a prediction video / betting. There ain't no betting going on here, so I'm trying to predict the winner. We're gonna go Luke. I think Luke's gonna pick up a decision. We got a big dono by Skywalker DFS. Shout out to Skywalker. Check his YouTube channel out. He be bringing you all kinds of DFS goodies. Skywalker DFS on YouTube. I think he's also dfsclub.com as well. If you want to go over there, show him some love. He's a supporter of the channel. So shout out to you. If you want to be like Skywalker and donate a little bit back to the channel, down there where you do a little typey type to the left or right is a $. Click that. $1 to whatever goes back to the channel. It's all appreciated. So shout out to you, Sky.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Skywalker.
Yeah, no, I thought so too, Billy. Billy says he looked bigger. Yeah, Manus did look bigger to me. I mean, you know, Tapology stats aren't always correct either. So
yeah, true that. Next up on the fight card, we got Sue Mud coming here. I'm not going to try to say that last name. We're going to call him Sue Mud versus Malcolm Gordon. El Jefe, you got some odds on this one, sir?
Yep, we'll call him Sue Mud, right? Sue Mud minus 320, Malcolm Gordon plus 260, over and under 2.5, over plus 180, under minus 220.
Very nice. Young Brady, please pop that off, sir.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this fight. So before the Curtis Blades fight was off, Curtis Blades was my most confident pick, but now that moves on to Sue Mudarji here, and I like Sue a lot in this fight.
You cocky bitch.
For multiple reasons, Mo. Sue Mudarji, this dude's very young, 24 years old, improving each and every fight. The only knock on him is he's been submitted 4 times, and all his 4 losses. Malcolm Gordon is a black belt. The thing with Malcolm Gordon, like, this dude has one of the worst chins I've ever seen in my life. The dude's been knocked out 3 times. He's been submitted once. He's been finishing all 4 of his losses. And watching tape on him, I swear, like, this dude's been hurt in every single fight I watch. Like, even the fights he's winning, he's getting hurt. When he gets hurt, he covers up. He leaves his body wide open. And what is Mudarji good at? He is really good at going to the body there. And yeah, like I said, Mudarji is improving that takedown defense in his last fight against Andre Sukumtop. He was able to stuff those takedowns, look really good. And I don't know if Gordon has the takedowns to really get down Mudarji here. And I think Mudarji's going to get it done. I think he's going to get it done early in the first round. And the interesting thing between these two is both guys have never lost by decision. I really like the under. I really like Mudarji. My play is Mudarji. I got him inside the distance at minus 120. It's now minus 145. I still think there's a ton of value on this. I think he gets him out of there early.
Nice breakdown, sir. What you think about it, P?
Yeah, so Malcolm Gordon's a guy who I definitely read wrong. So his debut fight in the UFC, I took him, and he looked like dog shit. I mean, I think he was a short favorite. It was a pretty closely lined fight, and the guy just could not do much. Once he got tapped out pretty easily on the ground. He looks long, looks like a decent striker, but like Brady just said, he's kind of, I don't want to say chinny, but yeah, he'll get hurt a bit. And then the Sue guy has good kicks and like good, decent power. His fights, he's throwing not like crazy stuff, but he's definitely throwing a lot, hitting his opponent, making the punches count, and he looks pretty good in like on not hindsight, but when you look at the line, you're thinking, man, 300, 320, that seems quite high. but it definitely seems to me that Sue is more the legitimate prospect, and then Gordon is going to lose this fight, and then if he's lucky, he'll probably get one more fight, then he'll be gone. So I like Sue here as well. He just looks to be the better fighter. Under 2.5, that thing opened. I've seen some people post like 130. Now I'm seeing like it is here, 220, 225. I think that's a good look too, but I'll take Sue. Probably Sue inside the distance. I like that play.
Yep. No, I'm on board with Sue, man. The only thing that's kind of worrisome is Sue. All his losses are by submission. I mean, so you're going up against Gordon, who is a supposed black belt. I mean, he doesn't look like a black belt to me when I watch him, but in fact, I think earlier this week I saw Brady. Didn't you say he was submitted by a lower level?
A purple belt. Yep, he was submitted by a purple belt.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know. There's always levels to that black belt, so that kind of suspect there, but. Other than that, dude, I don't see much from him. I'm on Sue here too. I just, minus 320. I'm not going to lay that. So maybe like Preston said, inside the distance. But let's see. I do want to look at that TKO real quick because I do think Sue with those body kicks. I do like that by TKO plus 160. So yeah, I mean maybe that or inside the distance. Yep.
Yeah. I'm on the panel again, boys. Sue Mud all the way around. Just when you watch tape on Malcolm Gordon, he don't look that bad. But his last fight, you watch a couple of his fights, he is more of a jiu-jitsu practitioner. He does like to throw up some subs, so that does kind of make you a little worried that Sue has been subbed. But to me, Sue's going to keep it on his feet. He has good balance. He has good flexibility, even if Malcolm does get on a single, something like that. I think even if he's taken down, he's going to be able to make it work his way back up to his feet and probably end up finishing Malcolm. But, yeah, the pick here is Sue. So, P, let's say people want to get Jack City like you. They want to get quads like people could see with them baby shorts you got on right now. Where do they need to go?
You can go bulksupplements.com, enter that promo code PUBSports, 5 to 10% off your first purchase, bulksupplements.com.
Very nice, very nice. And hey, guys, we got 46 people in here. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking with us on this Friday night. If you could take time to hit that like button. According to Nikki, it looks like we already got some trolls in here, so we love you boys too. So if we can convince you to go ahead and switch your thumbs down to a thumbs up, will be appreciated. But if not, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit that retweet, that share link, share this link. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We come live to you 7 days a week. Next up on the fight card, we got Kai Kamaka III coming in 8-2 versus Jonathan Pearce 9-4. You got some odds on this, boss?
Yep. Kamaka coming in at minus 310, Pearce plus 250, over and under 2.5, over minus 180. Under plus 150.
Very nice, very nice. Brady, break this one down, sir.
Yeah, so this line makes absolutely no sense to me at all. Pearce, I think people are just looking way too much into his last fight. I know he got finished in a minute by Joe Lozon, but you really got to look before that because I went back and watched the tape before that Joe Lozon fight, and Pearce looked pretty solid to me. I mean, he's a dude that throws a ton of volume. He's a really good finisher, finishing 89% of his wins. Was taking a look to see how good his defense is. His takedown defense looks really solid. And I don't see any reason why Kamaka should be minus 300 here. And the dude actually opened up minus 400. So it's a dog or pass. I'm going to slightly lean Kamaka just because of how hittable Pearce is. But watching the weigh-ins, Pearce was the much bigger dude, and that's extremely concerning here. I don't know if Kamaka is going to be able to take him down or not. And Kamaka even got hit a lot in the Tony Kelly fight as well. So I'm going to slightly lean Kamaka, not really any confidence in it, and definitely dog or pass either way. I just don't really see any reason for Kamaka being minus 300. I mean, he looked good in his UFC debut, but that was a really close fight. So I'm going to take Kamaka, but man, I would not be surprised if Pearce pulled off an upset here.
Nice. What you think about it, P?
Yeah, I mean, I actually thought Kamaka looked pretty good in that UFC debut because he just kept coming forward. They were trading a lot of big, heavy shots. And it just seemed like being like a tough Hawaiian. He wasn't getting stunned or hurt really by the punches. So if he can just come forward and just, I'm not going to say just going to bomb on Pearce here, but I think eventually he might catch his chin. Like Brady just said, though, if you look at the fights previously to the Joe Lozon fight, where he doesn't just get taken down and beat into a pulp. He doesn't look too bad standing, and he has a decent ground game. I just think Kamaka is probably the tougher, more durable fighter. And is this at 145, I'm guessing?
I think so.
Right? Yeah. What was that, Mo?
Is it at 155 or 145?
Yeah, because if it's at 145, Pearce should have, quite a bit of a size advantage. So maybe he could implement more a grappling type game plan. But if this stays standing, I have Kamaka here pretty clearly, personally. But I'll take Kamaka by TKO. That's what I'll go with.
Yeah, man, it's tough because Pearce definitely has the volume, dude. I mean, he does throw a lot of volume, but Kaya Kamaka does have, I think, more power. And he throws volume too, like Preston said. He does move forward. He's a tough ass to win. And I like that he can mix in the takedowns. If it gets in those heated exchanges, he's in the pocket. He can, drop his level and go shoot for a takedown. So I think that is a recipe to beat Pearce. And Pearce is hittable. He does leave his chin and his head up, and pretty open with the amount of volume he throws. So I think once he feels Kamaka's power, I don't think he's going to be throwing as much volume. But I do worry because I did notice, he is the bigger guy on there. But man, I gotta lean Kaya. I actually like Kaya Kamaka. I think he's got a bright future, and man, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be. I could see this being another decision either way, but I'll go Kamaka. I'll lean Kamaka. Minus, I agree with Brady. It is a little wide though.
Yeah, I'm with Boss Man as far as I think it's going to be a decision. I think Pearce is a tough dude. I think he leaves his chin a little high. I think that he gets in the war and he does bring it, and he has a nice little skill set. I think Kamaka is going to be able to bring those combos. Like Boss said, he can mix in the wrestling. But, I think that maybe Pearce gets one round, but I don't know if Kamaka will be able to finish him. But my pick is going to be Kai. But I do think the line's a little too wide. I think I wouldn't be mad at somebody if Pearce was kind of their dog play, because I think this is kind of like a fight of the night potential fight. I think these boys are going to bring it. So, but the pick for me is Kaya Kamaka. Yo, P, so you going to take this little time real quick to tell these boys about a little bit of wolf spreads?
Yeah, if you guys want, we have an app called Wolf Spreads. It's on the Google Play Store, Android, Apple, wherever you download your apps. You download it, enter Pub Sports Radio Battle Royale. You are given $2,000 for NFL games. You can do money line, total, or spread. First place each week gets a T-shirt, a free piece of merchandise from Pub Sports Radio. And so go ahead, download it, guys. It's free, and just join the contest, see if you can beat us. Year to date right now, I think we've had 5 weeks. I'm profiting $4,700. So if I were to bet my wolf spread picks, I'd be up $4,700, but I don't because I'm a fool. So don't be like me and download the app and or be like me. Download the app, bet, see if you can win. Then go out to Vegas or go to mybookie.ag, enter that promo code PubSports, and get your deposit bonus and make that money on mybookie.ag.
Ooh, I like your style, sir. We got 50 people in here. We appreciate y'all. Hit that share link. Hit that like button. We'll take this little time real quick to scroll up halfway through the chat and show you boys some love. We'll start with BSP, Big Show Picks, Sin Location in the building, Big Brian, Just My 2 Cents, Millie Mills, Chapino, Boston Nick in the building, Skywalker DFS with the dono earlier. Shout out to you, Sky. We got TJ Kill in the building, UFC Shark. We got Nevro in the building, Big Josh. Ooh, we're just going to call him 2009. We got Dried Spicy in the building still. Appreciate y'all. Bob Lee Swagger. We got, let's keep scrolling. We got Big Cameron. Appreciate you, Cam. We got Justin Jr. Shout out to you, Justin Jr. Gregory. Big Greg. So, boom, we got the doc himself, the Dr. Beans. What's up, Big Dave? Shout out to you. So, we got the boys in the chat today. Let's get on to this next fight. This one right here might be the people's main event.
Yeah.
Is this the people's main event, boys?
Oh,
Rachael,
the girls here.
yeah, Rachael Ostovich coming in 4-5, amazing record, versus Gina Mazany 6-4. Boss, you got some odds on this amazing main event?
I don't know about the people, but this definitely Mills's. Women's MMA. We go with Gina minus 195, Rachael plus 160, over and under 2.5, over minus 220, under plus 180.
Very nice. And Gooch, I say you. Gooch is in the building too. He went a little love. My bad. I didn't see you, Gooch. Shout out to you, Gooch. Big Brady, you want to pop this one off, sir?
Kinda. I mean, this fight is going to be really not all that interesting. I did have to do some extra tape study too, though, for this one, especially on the Ostovich side. But man, this line is getting crazy. Like Mazany's minus 200. That's like insane. I don't really get that. She opened up minus 125. I kind of lean with that. I feel like this is going to be a very close fight. I guess if anything, I might look at the under because both fighters have been finished a ton. Mazany's been finished in 3 out of her 4 losses. Ostovich has been finished in 4 out of her 5 losses. Both are decent finishers as well. It's just, man, how can you trust either fighter? Like you mentioned, the records, both are very, very bad. Both are probably not UFC level at all. Mazany's finished 70% of her wins. Rachael Ostovich has finished 60%, all by submission. I guess it's dog or pass because that line's wide, but zero confidence in this pick. If anything, I guess the under is something I could look at there.
Nice, P. What you think about it?
Yeah, I agree with Brady there. Yeah, this is a really crappy fight. I mean, you have a girl who's 4-5, still employed by the UFC, which is insane to me. She actually, her grappling isn't horrible, Ostovich's. I think if she could get Mazany down, hold her, control her, maybe she could seek out a sub. Standing there, I guess you lean Mazany, but she's not good either on the feet. Ostovich is pretty bad on the feet as well. Really crummy fight. I would take, I mean, this line's getting stupid, minus 200, but it is women's MMA. We get burned by it every week, no matter who we would bet on. So I will take Rachael Ostovich to upset Gina Mazany and keep her job in the UFC, but no confidence at all. No confidence whatsoever.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm leaning to. Just, I mean, yeah. As far as a bet, I mean, yeah. I don't see why the 195 is. Who knows though? Maybe Gina fucking just hold her down, or get her against the cage and just, because that's kind of her thing is, if she can work that clinch work against the fence, she does have the size advantage. I think she does look a little bit leaner right now. Rachael kind of looked like she went out and got some breast implants and been Instagram modeling for the last year. So who knows how well a shape she's really in, but I'll just take her, man. I'll take her. I think her grappling isn't that bad. If she, I think her stand up, I think she does have the edge, man. I think her kicks are a little bit better. I don't expect this to be a stand-up battle at all. I think it's going straight to the grappling department.
Yeah, probably be a lot in the clinch. I mean, the deal with me,
all in the clinch, probably.
Like Mazany, whenever she's fought anyone halfway decent, she gets blown out of the water immediately. Like she's horrible. Like she's bad.
She is bad. That's why you can't bet on her at minus 200. So I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I would never I wouldn't lay your money on that.
Like the Panda, Julia Villa gets in there, hits her twice. The fight's over in 20 seconds. She gets blown out by the big Cajun girl. I already forgot her name. Chiasen. She got blown out by her too. Like this is horrible. This is horrible shit.
Maybe there is a little bit of underlying motivation there for Rachael to keep her job. So I'll give her the edge with that. So take her at plus 160.
Nice. Appreciate that, Justin Jr. He said he shouted us out on his Instagram. Appreciate the love, Justin. Me, I'm on the side of Ostovich. I think that her kicks are a little bit better. I think this is the quintessential fight that we're going to see Mazany press forward, try to get her against the cage, go for a takedown. Ostovich is comfortable on her back, so she's going to go down a little bit easier. She's going to try to play in her guard, and I could see Ostovich, snatching up an arm bar at a full guard, something that you never see in men's MMA. But this is that level of women's MMA that you see a woman try to maybe stack. She might try to, stand up and stack Rachael, and that's when you get armbarred. So that's how I'm going to go here. I'm going with Rachael Ostovich with the armbar submission. Am I going to bet it? No, but if I'm going to bet something on this card, it might be that, because it's women's MMA. I think Rachael's better in the scrambles. I think Rachael has a better submission game. Do I think she's good? No. Do I think she's better than Gina Mazany? Yes. So the pick is Ostovich, and she looks really good too. So that's a plus. Shout out to all you boys in the chat. Let's get on to this next one. Next up, we got Martin Day coming in 8-4 versus Anderson Dos Santos 20-8. El Jefe, you got some odds.
Martin No Pay Day minus 165. Anderson Dos Santos plus 135. Over and under 2.5. Over minus 190. Under 155. Martin Day can fuck off.
There you go,
bastard. I hate him.
I think we might have a little rant maybe when it gets to El Jefe. Brady, in the meantime, what you think about this fight?
Yeah, I'm excited for the rant, but Martin Day versus Anderson Dos Santos. I think this fight's going to be really exciting, actually. Both guys, I just like there to go out there and stand and bang. So Dos Santos has been finished quite a bit in his career. He's been finished 5 times, and out of his 8 losses there. And Martin Day is on the chinny side himself. He's been finished twice, and one of those times was by Davey Grant. And I think that was like one of Davey Grant's first knockout wins. And I remember picking Grant in that fight, and Grant in an interview said that he was going to go out there and knock out Martin Day. So did not take that KO prop, but wish I did, because he went out there and knocked him out in the 3rd round, knocked him out cold. But that's kind of what we got to worry about with Martin Day, is that chin. But when it's on the feet, you got to favor Day all day here. The dude's striking is really good. And Anderson Dos Santos plays defense with his face pretty much. I mean, the dude's very, very hittable, has been finished a ton. I don't really want to bet a side here because I don't really like the line of Martin Day, like minus 155. What I do like is fight doesn't go to decision, or even the under. I bet the fight doesn't go to decision at plus 150. I really like that line. Both guys have been finished a ton. Day's on the chinny side. Dos Santos is on the chinny side. I think both guys are going to stand and bang until one man falls. I also think if Dos Santos can get this to the mat, he has a big advantage. It's just he doesn't go to the mat as much as he really should. So I really like the under. I really like fight doesn't go to decision. The pick's going to be Day, but not confident enough to bet either side here.
Very nice. Shout out to Just My 2 Cents, TC, Arkansas boy, coming through with the 99-cent dono. Appreciate the love, TC. If you want to be like TC and throw a little $1, throw a little $5, throw a little whatever you want to throw in the super chat, it all goes back to the channel. So you could do that through super chat down there by the comments.
Thank
so
you, Vince.
VPP, what you think about this one?
Yeah, and kind of going, I mean, I don't have the same intense distaste for Martin Day, but the guy I thought was going to clean Davey Grant's clock on the feet.
He should have.
Yeah, he got knocked out. So I have very, very little confidence in him. Anderson Dos Santos, I'm actually going to lean towards him. I think standing, like Brady said, he does get hit a lot, but TJ Kill made a good point. I think Dos Santos is the tougher fighter, where he's going to be able to push the pace a little bit. My one worry would be if Day really lands those kicks, because I know he likes to throw those leg kicks, and they can halt the momentum of the forward pressure of Dos Santos to where maybe Dos Santos can't come forward, pressure enough, and throw enough to win the rounds. Because if he can't do that, Day should have the fight. But I also will edge the grappling edge to Dos Santos, because Davey Grant did take Day down pretty easly. It was kind of sloppy, too. That's like a sloppy fight where both guys were just, whatever. But Grant knocked him out, and seeing Davey Grant knock him out just with like an overhand left, like from, God knows where, that was pretty tough to watch. I will take Dos Santos here, take the dog here. Under 2, I think under's live. I think both guys could get finished, but I'll take Anderson Dos Santos to win the fight.
Yeah, man, Dave fucked me last fight because they both were 1-1 going into that 3rd round, and I thought Day was winning that 3rd round. He had turned up the volume, hitting with cleaner shots in that 3rd round, and then at the very, like the 3-minute mark or something, halfway through the round, 3rd round,
yeah, he got clocked. Yeah,
boom, there goes Day. That was the first bet of the fucking night, I think, the very first fight.
Yeah, that was the first fight.
So that ruined my day, fucking Day. God damn it, Day, man. And I think he is the better striker by far, but And it's weird when you talk about being Santos being the tougher guy, because the whole Hawaiian warrior type fucking mental, just the toughness that they.
But he got dropped or clipped a couple times in that fight versus Grant.
Yeah,
where they both kind of dropped each other, and that's where I was like, man, I thought this guy was just gonna run.
I don't know if this has a big deal to do with that last fight, but I do remember hearing Brady say that the majority, like a lot of that camp, didn't he train via Zoom or something like that, Brady?
Yeah, he had his full camp all on Zoom. So, and Davey Grant lives in a gym, basically.
That's just what they say, dude. I mean, they have to say it, or else the fucking.
Well, Max Holloway said that too. That
they come down on your ass. They're not gonna. Anyways, but I think they'll start exchanging that first, and I see Santos, man. I see him fucking getting hurt, maybe, and going to that grappling to try to recover. And like Brady says, from there on, he's got the edge, and I'm going Santos by sub here, man. I know it sounds crazy, but I think he gets day out here with the sub. I think he subbed them out.
Ooh, nice, boss. Hey, what can you get those odds by sub?
By sub is plus 600 by submission. So,
ooh, there you go.
I know Santos will want to bang for a minute, but if he does get cracked and hurt, and he's he's easily going to go lean up and try to get day down, and then he can implement what he needs to do to win. So,
yeah. This is a tough one for me. This is kind of like if this happens, this will happen, or if this happens, this will happen. We don't know which way it will go. In my opinion, I think I'm going to go Day. I think his striking is a lot better, and I don't trust Dos Santos to go to that grappling and to go to that wrestling. I could see him maybe going to it a couple times, and if Day can discourage him from doing it, then he'll want to get in that firefight and exchange, and then maybe Day catches him. He is tough, so maybe it's a decision. I don't know how Day gets it done, but I just see maybe Day getting it done. Maybe he clips him with some kind of crazy spinning back wheel kick. He's a black belt in Taekwondo, so he's a real active kicker. My pick's going to be Day, but it's not. I'm not running to the betting window to bet it. So, but the pick is Day.
What's up, Ali?
We got Big Ali in the building. Boom. Shout out to all you boys in the chat. We got 52 of y'all. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking with us on this Friday evening. You can catch us every single Friday that there's a UFC event. And if we're bringing it to you this card, we're going to be here every single card if we're here on this card. And we're here 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to catch us every single Friday. So next up on the fight card, we got Ashlee Evan Smith coming in 6-4 versus Norma Dumont 4-1. Boss man, you got some odds on this one?
Yep. Evan Smith is minus 145, Dumont plus 115, over and under 2.5, over minus 275, under plus 215.
Very nice. Brady, sir, what you think about it?
Yeah, I don't want to get too much into this fight. It's just we don't know much about Dumont. When I went to watch tape, there's literally like only 2 or 3 fights you can watch. One fight's really short. One fight's the Megan Anderson fight. And in those fights that I watched, like on the regional scene, she looks really good. The problem is she hasn't fought the best level of competition. So it's really hard to gauge where she's at. I was actually kind of leaning towards her earlier in the week, but after seeing the weigh-ins, it's probably Smith now. Definitely not going to bet Smith at minus 140 there. But yeah, Dumont missing weight, kind of concerning. And Smith looked pretty good at weigh-ins, so I'm going to slightly lean Smith. She has the more UFC experience, but not confident to bet it because I do not know much about Norma Dumont here. So the pick Smith, and I think just definitely going to pass here.
Nice. What you think about a VPP?
Yeah, so like Bray just said, Norma Dumont missed weight by like 3.5 or 4 pounds. And her one UFC fight, she promptly got crushed by Megan Anderson. So she dropped down to 135, thinking she'd probably be the bigger girl, impose her will more on Ashlee Evan Smith. Misses weight. Who knows what her gas tank's going to look like in this fight. Ashlee Evan Smith has actually fought decent fighters in the UFC. She has that experience. She has decent ground, decent grappling. Her stand-up, though, is pretty poor. But, again, she's off a huge layoff, like almost 2-year layoff. It's tough. Like, that's the problem with these UFC fights. These girls, like the guys, the girls, they're off such a long layoff. You don't know how much better they're getting. Are they thinking retirement? I know Mo knows. She has that podcast. Is she getting that podcast money? Who knows?
Who knows?
Is this the last straw? So I'll lean Ashlee Evans Smith just for the experience factor alone. What happened with Norma Dumont in her debut didn't show me enough, and I can't take a fighter like that. So Smith by decision is going to be my pick.
Yeah, man, I don't have any interest in this fight, but and like everyone said, there's not too much on Dumont that you can go out and really watch, but she does seem to have more power. And, you know, I don't know what that means in women's MMA because we don't see a whole bunch of KOs or knockouts or anything. But I think just for fucking fun's sake here, because I'm not betting it, dude, I'm going Dumont. Evans probably, yeah, I'd lean her if I'm going to give y'all a pick to win. I lean Evan Smith, but betting sake, you know, it's another.
And I mean, there should be a reason why was Dumont only plus 200 versus Megan Anderson.
Well, and also Dumont did take down Megan quite a bit before she got knocked out, at least 2 or 3 times, didn't she?
Yeah, I mean, it was only like a 3-minute fight.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but it was at least, you know, I think she took her down and laid on her pretty well. Like she's heavy on the top, but man, fuck. Yeah, it's kind of weird to me that, you know, she's only, you know, I don't know.
Well, now she's the underdog, yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird to me the line's the way it is. So I'll go with Dumont just for line movement sakes. And also it dropped again to plus 115. Minus 140 plus 15. So $5 since we've been here.
Nice breakdown, boys. Well, I mean, if you don't follow me, you can follow me on Twitter at MostScreenFightP1. And I mean, you might have understood what Pete was talking about. Maybe we didn't have a conversation. Me and AES is what I like to call her. Maybe she liked a comment or two of mine this week, and we might exchange some words. So I can't go against my boo thing, AES. I think she's going to come out, pick up a decision victory. We don't know that much on Norma. She did miss weight, but you know she looked pretty jacked, throwing up that double bicep pose. So. But AES is the taller, rangier fighter. So I don't know how she's going to win as far as keeping it on the feet, grappling, whatever. But I hope she just keeps it on the feet, keeps her at range, keeps her behind a jab. And if she gets in the clinch, disengage, and don't let the shorter, stockier fighter throw some like dirty boxing stuff like that in the clinch, just disengage and pick up a decision victory. But not going to the betting window to bet this bad boy. This is quintessential women's MMA night, boys. We're back to the type of women's MMA that it's a coin flip. So
that's kind of what I think Dumont will do is get Ashlee Smith, get her up against the clinch, and try to beat her up inside. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. So I'm not mad at anybody that does pick Norma because you get that dog money and she has a path to victory, but the pick for me is Miss Smith. So, P, in case these boys missed it earlier and they need a book to bet on, where they need to go?
MyBookie.ag, promo code PubSports, 50% deposit bonus match credit or debit, 100% on Bitcoin via your Cash App, minimum deposit $100. Very
nice, very nice. Next up on the card, we got Bill Algeo coming in 13-5 versus Spike Carlyle, the Alpha Ginger coming in 9-2. El Jefe, you got some odds on this one?
Yep, Spike Carlyle 187 on the 666 coming in at minus 180. Bill Algeo plus 150 over and under 2.5, over minus 110, under minus 120.
Nice, Brady. What you think about it?
Yeah, so I think this could be possible fight of the night here just because of both guys' styles. Bill Algeo is somebody that throws a ton of volume, and Spike Carlyle is someone who is an absolute madman. He wants to go out there and get to the finish early, and it makes for a really exciting fight. So kind of a tough fight to call because of the suspect cardio of Carlisle. We saw in his last fight, he got really tired in that second round, got really tired in that third round. But what I liked about that is he kept pushing forward, was still getting takedowns, still getting reversals on a pretty good fighter in Billy Q. Just kind of question his fight IQ because if we remember the last fight against Billy Q, there's like 5 seconds left in the first round. The dude got up, turned around, got knocked down to end the round. That possibly cost him the fight there. So kind of worried about that. I'll be honest, I don't really love the price of Carlisle at -180. I do like him to win. I think he's the more dangerous fighter. He has finished about 89% of his wins compared to Algeo's 69%. I see a lot of people on the Algeo side. I don't really see it. Maybe it's a fade on Carlisle's cardio. But yeah, if this stays standing, Algeo is going to have a decent advantage. It's just I see Carlisle being able to take down Algeo for a decent amount of time. But like I said, if Algeo is able to survive those first couple of rounds, he could be live. But I'm going to actually say Carlisle gets an early finish, an early stoppage here in the first round. Probably not going to bet it. If anything, I'll maybe look at some props, but the -180 is a little bit too high for me.
Nice, P. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing for Spike Carlisle. I mean, he's just like a one-trick pony to me. Comes out guns blazing. If he can't get that finish, he's toast, especially at this level. He's a small guy, too, for the division. He's not big. I think it'll be hard for him to wrestle this Bill down because Lamas kind of struggled with him a bit. And then Lamas, so the third round put on him bad, clearly won the fight. But that was a pretty close fight. Bill looked like he had good striking and decent enough grappling until Lamas got on top and really beat him down. I just don't see Spike doing that. I mean, I could see him doing that in the first round, but past that, I don't think so. And I think Bill takes this by decision, unless Spike. We had someone in the chat say UFC Shark said I asked Carlisle if he was going to exercise the demons. He said God willing. I guess the demon is cardio, so hopefully he can exercise that demon. If he can't, I think Bill wins this. And I'm going to take Bill. I will take Bill Algeo by decision.
You just called him Bill, but just first name basis, huh?
Oh yeah,
Bill.
Yeah, that's the side I was doing coming in at +150. I mean, I was a Spark Carlisle guy, but dude, after seeing him, I mean, he just comes in kind of no rhyme, no reason. His punches are too wild. He's just winging hooks, and if he doesn't knock you out, he can rely on that grappling. So we have seen him dirt ass tired, tired as shit, still throwing people down on the ground. So, I know you can talk shit about his cardio, but he still is somehow being able to grapple people. So that's nice to have in your back pocket. Although I think Algeo is a true black belt, I believe, isn't he? Can someone
I'm not sure, Brady. Do you know?
check that for me?
I'm not sure.
I think I read that. But anyway, I do like his length. He's a tough guy. What he did with, Ricardo Lamas on short notice, I thought was very impressive. His IQ was very high. Whereas Spark Carlisle, I don't think he has a high IQ at all. We saw what happened the first round when he fucking walked away with 30 seconds left and he gets cold cocked in the back of the head. Like, what are you doing, bro? He's just not, I don't think IQ-wise, fight-wise, his IQ isn't on Bill's level. Bill has a lot of experience. He's fought in some good guys. Ricardo Lamas, he stayed away from that power. And, man, I'm going Bill here, too, at the money. I'll probably, eat it if he gets knocked out or whatever. But I think Bill Algeo, I think he's, man, with his length, he's capable of throwing some knees, some elbows, really keeping that distance, and maybe even catching him with a knee. And I think I could see I'm gonna since I'll go against Preston here I'll go Bill with by TKO with the knee to the head or something.
Nice. This one right here has the potential recipe that you need, in my opinion, to see a draw. So you could have Spike come out. Spike comes out hot. There's no hiding it. He comes out hot. Good takedowns. He's a shorter, more compact fighter. He could get inside the range of Bill and get 2 or 3, 4 takedowns, all around top control. Just beat the mess out of Bill. Get a 10-8. Then what's going to happen then? Then Spike's going to be tired. We all know how Spike is. Spike's going to come out tired. That second round is going to be competitive, but you could probably give that 10-9 to Bill, and then Bill is going to have the chance to catch him with that knee, like Boss is saying, or he's going to be able to ride it out another 10-9. So I could see a potential draw in this situation, but as far as if I have to pick a side, I'm a little crazy. I like what they call an alpha, but I don't have ginger hair. But so we're gonna have to go with the alpha male himself. The what's his nickname? The ginger alpha. Alpha ginger. The alpha ginger Spike Carlisle. I'm going to go with Spike to squeak out a split decision. But
yeah, so real quick, just one thing I was going to say. So Bill is a true jiu-jitsu black belt, Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt. So, you know, I do like that. Yeah, I do plan on him probably being on his back at some point. So, and he's won a lot of championships in the jiu-jitsu circuit. So I do think he has the length and the capability of throwing up some kind of like triangle choke or something like that.
Nice. All right, here's some hot takes for you boys.
I might have to change my shit to submission. Fuck.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Let's see. I'm just gonna give y'all out there real quick the odds here. So Spike, if you think Spike's gonna knock this dude out, you get, oh shit, they don't even have him fucking up yet. All right, never mind. I lied.
Well, there you go. He hit you with the little okie doke, boys.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow though. You gotta catch the
That's what that was my next thing, boss. Hey, so be sure to catch us live tomorrow as soon as the fights start. From the first fight on the night to the main event, we will be going live betting from start to finish. We'll have the boys on the panel. And it'll be a fun time. So even though the card's not the best, we'll still be kicking it and having fun. So be sure you're locked in. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell notification, hit that like button, boys. Just get those likes up. That's how YouTube knows that you enjoy what we got going here. Share this link as well. Copy it, go to your phone contacts, send it to at least one person in your phone. It would be highly, highly appreciated. What's up, Big Danny? We see you out there. We see all you boys. Let's get on to this next fight. This next fight, we got Miguel Baeza coming in 9-0 versus Takashi Sato 16-3. You got some odds, boss?
Yeah, Baeza minus 185, Sato plus 155, over and under 1.5, over minus 145, under plus 115.
Nice. What you think about it, Brady?
Yeah, I'm kind of upset here because I had a parlay with Curtis Blades and Miguel Baeza for plus 110 that now turns into a straight bet at minus 150 on Baeza. And I mean, I don't hate it, but I would like to get that plus money with two guys I really like to win here. And watching tape on Sato, the dude does not throw much. It's usually like he throws one or two punches at a time. A lot of people like hate on Baeza for getting rocked against Matt Brown, but people forget that Sato got rocked by Ben Saunders in his fight, and he actually got outlanded a lot by Ben Saunders in the first round, came back and knocked him out in the second. I'm just not all that impressed with Sato. I know he got a knockout on Jason Witt, somebody who's been knocked out 6 times in his career. His last fight, knocked out Ben Saunders, someone who is not all that great, and his one loss in the UFC was against Belal Muhammad. Baeza, I know he didn't look amazing in his last fight, got rocked, but came back and was able to get the finish on Matt Brown there. I really like Baeza's style. He throws a lot of volume. He's going to be throwing more volume in this fight. Very good leg kicks, and what I noticed is Sato's really heavy on that lead leg. I think someone's getting knocked out here. I do think the better fighter overall is Baeza. Not completely sold on Sato, and I think Baeza is going to get the finish here. Like I said, I'd love to get that Blades parlay, but I think Baeza straight, it's fine. I might even put more money on that even.
Nice. What you think about it, the VPP?
Yeah, I think Baeza's actually a pretty good fighter. Standing, good kicks, good straights, and he has power. He's been finishing people in the UFC, which, as we're seeing, is kind of tough to do in some of these cards where we're getting decision. But my one, I guess, gripe or hindrance is I know Sato has a judo background. He doesn't really use it, but Sato could maybe come inside, clinch him up. I think Sato's probably the bigger guy, and then try to drag Baeza down and just lay on him to win a decision. I mean, that's the only way to me Sato wins, because on the feet, Baeza should be picking him apart pretty easily. I'll take Baeza here to win. 185, yeah, it sucks, but I'm more confident in Baeza at 185 than Spike Carlisle. So
me too.
Yeah, I'll take Baeza here to win the fight.
I mean, if I had to probably bet anything, I think this might be the fight with Miguel Baeza. And yeah, Santos could take him down, and I expect him maybe to get a takedown with his judo background. He's really good at getting those takedowns, but Baeza's a fucking badass black belt too, man. He doesn't have to use it a bunch, but he's not just going to lay on his back, is my point. He's going to throw up some subs. He's going to scramble. He's got that capability, and he's the better fighter. To me, it's real easy. Sato's got his left hand. He's got all the power in the world in that left hand. If that's not connecting, I don't think he wins this fight. So for that reason, I'm going Miguel. Either decision. So, I mean, he's going to get it done, I think. I don't think. You know what? I like the over, man. I like the over 1.5 because you like like Brady says, Sato doesn't throw enough volume for me. And he does have that scary, you know, southpaw power. So I could see Miguel kind of being a little bit chill, kind of taking it easy, you know, picking his spots and not rushing in anything. So I like the over 1.5 minus 145. And I like Miguel Baeza at minus 185.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm right there with y'all. I think Sato has one path to victory, and it's that left piston down the pipe. Now, one thing I don't like about Miguel, he does back straight up. He doesn't cut angles. You know, he doesn't cut off, at which he's a young guy, so he might have added that in his repertoire. But with this being a small cage and him backing straight up when somebody blitzes him, which Sato doesn't really blitz, he only throws 2 or 3 punches at a time, really just 2. He either throws a left hook straight or a jab straight. So could he catch him with the left hand? Yeah, but I don't think he's going to. I think Baeza has good enough footwork, good enough movement. He throws good combos. He throws a lot of leg kicks. It's going to be an open stance, so he's going to be getting them off balance a lot when he throws that inside leg kick. He does got to watch out because how you counter that inside leg kick from open stance is a left hand down the, is a straight down the middle. So he has to make sure his head's off the center line, that he has the outside foot control. So he has the path down the center for the straight and not Sato. But I see Baeza winning. I don't know how he wins. I kind of see it being a decision because I think Sato's probably tough enough to not be finished. Plus, I think Baeza, a big part of his game is going to be leg kicks, and he's not going to stop somebody in the first or second round with leg kicks. So I see this going into the third round, probably a decision for Miguel, probably 30-27 Miguel for me.
Hey, and Mo, so one thing I was going to say is with those, Miguel does like to throw those calf kicks, and they're pretty brutal, but you can't get those off as easy on a southpaw. So that's kind of, who knows how that's going to work. We'll see if he can get those off because that could be, he might have to change his game plan in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was saying, like, he's got to watch out because how you counter that is, and it does take a little bit more time, but is what Sato is the one thing he's good at. You know what I mean? So you kind of got to watch out for that.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Good call. Good
on
call.
the same side there. So my personal bet, I think the over 1.5 comes in.
Very nice. Very nice. Next up, we got a hell of a co-main event, boys. We got Josh Parisian coming in 13-3 versus one of the best names in the UFC, Parker Porter, coming in 10-6. What are those odds on this one? El Jefe.
Parisian minus 200, Porter plus 160, over and under 1.5, over plus 105, under minus 135.
So what you think about it, young Brady?
Yeah, this could be one of the worst co-main events we've ever seen here with Parker Parisian versus Parker Porter. I mean, Josh Parisian versus Parker Porter. And the line is, I think, is a little bit too wide here, minus 210, something like that for Parisian. Watching tape on him, like, he is not good whatsoever. So I think this is more so a fade on the Parker Porter side. And watching the weigh-ins, Porter actually looked good from where he was last time. It looked like he lost a lot of weight, got it together a little bit. So I think he's been focusing a lot on that. But I do think Parisian's going to be the faster fighter, the more athletic fighter. I do think he's going to be throwing more volume, but this is low-level heavyweight fight. As we know, anything can happen. All it takes is one shot. The pick's going to be Parisian, but definitely not laying any money on it. Parisian, decent finisher, finishing about 90% of his fights. Parker Porter's been knocked out 4 times. He's been submitted once as well. I'll go Parisian, but really not much confidence in it. Not a parlay piece or nothing like that. But I'd be aware of this fight. Just 2 really low level heavyweight fights. I think someone's going to sleep though.
Very nice. VPP, before you answer that, just a quick run, just a quick overall look. Big Show wants to know if Wolf Spreads had UFC on this slate right here, how would you spend that $2,000?
For the UFC?
Yeah.
I would do probably $1,000 on Baeza, and then I could tell you it would be my pick in the main event, Anthony Smith, for the other $1,000. So, that would probably be it. But this fight, this fight's horrible. Parisian, the guy he fought in that contender fight, he just like beat him up too like it was like a joke. It was like so easy. And then Parker Porter, like I'll say this, Brady's right, because I looked at the weigh-in photos today, and the weigh-in, he didn't really, I don't want to say he slimmed down. He just looks like because his weight was still like 265. He just got in better shape. So maybe he's going to actually push a pace. And maybe if he pushes a pace, like actually TJ Kill, I was just going to say, if it gets out of the first, maybe Parker by finish. Because if he pushes a pace on Parisian, I think Parisian will gas out really bad. And then if you're holding a Parisian ticket, like if you're holding the fucking Koski ticket last week, that you're just sweating bullets, and Porter somehow gets the win, late finish. So I will actually take Parker Porter here, even though I think Parisian is more skilled. I'm not laying minus 200 on Josh Parisian, so that's going to be my pick.
Man, yeah, this is a shit show, dude. Let's see what the fuck do I want here. I'm just
like,
gonna flip
get your hand and throw it on the wall.
Yeah, this is how I feel about it, man. It's just garbage. But man, fuck, I'll go with Parisian. I think he's, like Preston said, the more skilled fighter, and man, I don't even know. I like the over 1.5, dude. I don't see, whenever you get these low level fucking big heavyweight fights, I feel like it's like, they just kind of stare at each other for a bit, do a little fucking grappling, and I like the over 1.5. That'll be my play. I'm not gonna pick. I'll pick Parisian to win, but my play is over 1.5 plus 105. I'm not gonna break this fight down because there's nothing to break down, really.
Yeah, no, my pick's gonna be Mr. Parisian as well, just because it's more of a fade on Porter. Not that he's just that much better than Parisian. Porter does come in. He does have some wrestling. I could see him trying to clinch him, hold him up against the cage, milk that clock for Boss's over 1.5. So he has big overhands, big looping meat hooks. We got Parisian coming in. He's going to be the faster of the fighter, probably double the speed of Porter. That's the only reason I'm picking really Parisian. I think he's going to be able to get off shots a lot faster. We got Parisian coming in. He throws a lot of spinning back fists, a lot of spinning attacks, some head kicks, stuff like that. So his arsenal is a little bit more, technical. He has a couple more tools in his box than Mr. Porter does. But if he can withstand the first round, that, we're going to see Parisian. He's going to come forward. He's going to throw, in combos. He's going to throw decent volume. And I think Parker Porter's probably going to be able to take what Parisian brings. And then I could see him, coming on and, hanging on him, clinching, holding him against the cage, dirty boxing, hitting him with them big meat hooks. Parisian starts slowing down. He starts getting tired. Maybe Parisian wins first round, second round, and then gets tired. Porter wins third round. But I'm going to go. I think whoever wins is going to be a decision because it's such a low-level, sloppy heavyweight fight. And, so I'm going to go Parisian by decision. But somebody that takes Porter, really almost any fight on this card, if you pick any side, I'm not really going to, bash you like I would on the Jordan Wright situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, this side, I'm not going to be really mad at almost any side if somebody wants to take a risk on either side. But to me, this fight, Parisian by decision. So let's get on to this spectacular main event, boys. We got Anthony Lionheart Smith coming in 33-16 versus Devin Brown Bear Clark 12-4. Moved from a 3-round fight to a 5-round fight. El Jefe, you got some odds from mybookie.ag?
Yep. Anthony Smith comes in at minus 135. Devin Clark plus 105. Over and under 3.5. Over minus 105. Under minus 125.
Nice, Brady. Cap this one off with an intelligent breakdown for us, sir.
Yeah, so it could be one of the worst main events of the year here. Not overly looking forward to it here, but I do some action on it, so I guess it's going to make it kind of fun. So earlier in the week on our show, Mo, I was actually taking Devin Clark, but I think there's a big change in this fight, and that is that it's moved to 5 rounds. And I think that is a huge swing and a change here for this fight. So Devin Clark's never been to the 4th round, never been to the 5th round, never had a 5-round fight scheduled. Anthony Smith has had plenty, so Anthony Smith does have the more experience. But like we talked on Tuesday, I think Anthony Smith might be on the way. And when when I say might, I think he is on his way out. Like, the dude has looked so bad in his last couple fights. At the weigh-ins today, he looked so bad. Probably the worst he's ever looked on the scales as well. But we got to remember, his last 2 fights, he's been fighting guys like Glover Teixeira, guys like Alexander Rakic. Before that, Gustafsson, John Jones. So going from those guys down to Devin Clark, it's such a big step down. Like, if Anthony Smith does not win this fight, this is probably going to be his worst loss in the UFC if he loses to Devin Clark here. Like, this is such a fight he should win. If this fight was scheduled like 6 months to a year ago, Anthony Smith would be minus 500 here. Anthony Smith is even a big favorite over Glover Teixeira. So if Smith does not win this fight, like, he should probably hang him up, like, for sure. But I'm actually flipping sides here. I went from Devin Clark earlier in the week to Anthony Smith just because I think those extra 2 rounds are going to be huge. Devin Clark doesn't have great cardio even in a 3-round fight, and Anthony Smith is kind of known as, coming back later into fights and, kind of getting late finishes as well. And I just think there's such a big discrepancy in the level of competition between the two. I'm going to give Anthony Smith one last chance here. If he really can't beat Devin Clark, then yeah, he should hang him up. So what I did was I did play Anthony Smith to win inside the distance at plus 150. I think it's either going to be a Clark decision or a Smith win inside the distance, whether it is a submission or a knockout. Anthony Smith has finished 91% of his fights, 52% by knockout, 39% by submission, and Clark has been finished in all 4 of his losses. 2 by knockout, 2 by submission. I can see Anthony Smith getting a submission. I can see him getting a knockout. I kind of like that plus money on the inside the distance prop because I do think if Smith wins, it's going to be inside the distance. But it's really hard to trust Anthony Smith. The best move is probably to pass, but I'm going to give Anthony Smith one more shot here.
Ooh, taking a step out there on Lionheart. Speaking of Lionheart, Brady, you're a young cat. Do you remember the movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme called Lionheart?
No.
Damn, son, look it up. It's a damn
I got you.
son.
I do. That shit was dope.
Yeah, there you go. I knew El Jefe did. I bet VPP hasn't seen it. If it's not a horror movie, he don't give a shit about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you talking about Chris Jericho? Like, that's the Lionheart I know. So
yeah, break the walls down. Hey, break this main event down for us, P.
Yeah, I mean, I said it to show earlier. Yeah, the pick here for me is Smith. Devin Clark, I don't think is a good fighter at all. Relies heavily on the wrestling, push the opponents against the cage, get him down, grind him out. Super boring. And Anthony Smith, yeah, he got finished by Glover Teixeira. Newsflash, everyone's getting fucking finished by Glover Teixeira in 20.
Yeah, that's right, boys.
Yeah, so I mean, that's not a bad loss. Alexander Rakic is a monster. He's 6'4", 6'5", and he hits like a tank, and he's fighting Reyes in February. So that's, a tough fight too. I mean, he's gotta beat Devin Clark here. I understand the weigh-in. A few people on Twitter were showing pictures of it, and he wasn't chiseled or ripped. But Clark, they were trained for a 3-round fight. Clark isn't gas bad, but I will take Smith to have the gas and the endurance over 5 rather than Clark. And I just think Clark hates getting hit. Lonzo Menefield had him hurt bad. Then Menefield kind of just put his head down, tried to grapple with him. Stupid. Gave Clark a way out, basically. Round 2, Menefield's gassed out. Clark puts him against the cage, beats him up there. Round 3, puts him against the cage, beats him up there, wins a decision. Arguable, Menefield could have got the decision. Give it to Clark. Now Clark's fighting Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith, I think, knocks this guy out. I like Anthony Smith by KO. Inside the distance, what Brady has is a good bet too. But yeah, I think Smith is much better than Devin Clark. I mean,
yeah, this is a fucking enormous step down.
Yeah, I mean, if he loses, yeah, hang the gloves up, retire, become a commentator full time,
which he's already halfway doing anyway. So
yeah,
it's
he's
like
there a lot.
He's already fucking out the door. But Devin Clark, dude, like Preston said, the guy, just in technical skill alone, like Anthony Smith will outdo this guy any way possible. Even, maybe not the wrestling, but why would you want to take Smith down? Smith's a true black belt. He's gonna fucking sub Clark's ass if he gets down there. That's my opinion. I don't think Clark couldn't even take down an exhausted Menefield. He just clinched him up and then couldn't even drag his ass down.
A lot of this, the strikes.
The strikes were on the leg. Now yeah. I know Menefield's takedown defense is excellent and underrated, but the dude was gassed to hell. Like, if you're gonna have a shot to take down anyone, that was the time. So, dude, I'm all over Smith here. I think it's just too big of a step down. On the other hand, though, if you're Clark, this is the fight of your life, man. You win this shit, you're propelled up into the top 15 for sure, probably.
Yeah, he'll be ranked. Yep.
I mean, so this is like your opportunity right here to shine, but I don't think he has enough, man. I don't think he has enough on the feet. I don't think he has enough in the wrestling. And if it goes to the mat, Anthony Smith's a jiu-jitsu specialist. I mean, he's gonna fucking sub this guy. So that's my path to victory. I'm going Lionheart by sub. Whatever that odds is, they don't have them up yet, but I suspect they'll be pretty high.
Nice. Gregory asked, what do you guys think about round 2 to start? I think it's going to start.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be like, somewhere in the 3rd round.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, and it's a 5-round fight, so they only have to go balls to the wall round 1. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, me, just like Brady said, I was on Devin earlier in the week in a 3-round fight. I just thought Devin's fighting style, he's going to be able to hold him up against the cage, milk the clock, secure at least 2 rounds. Anthony Smith, he hasn't been the best of lately, but he fights good people. So where he lacks, Devin Clark is not bad in the wrestling department, but just like Boss said, he's a legit black belt. And I mean, dude is a monster. He's good with triangles off his back. He's slick. He has way better striking. And now that it's a 5-round fight, you have to go Smith. Even if, I guess you could go out there and go Clark and say that you think that he's going to be able to secure 3 of the 5 rounds, but I don't see him finishing Smith. And I don't see his gas tank holding up on short notice when he's never had a 5-round fight in the UFC to begin with. So I see Smith, he starts slow. Maybe Clark comes out early in the beginning, throws that big overhand, presses him up against the cage, holds him a little bit, wins round 1, slows down round 2. Smith starts, getting loose a little bit, starts piecing him up. And I think he probably takes Clark out probably round 3 or round 4, probably. Just maybe sub via strikes. I don't know. I think that he's better than him everywhere technical. I just was worried about that 3 rounds, him losing 2 rounds, then losing that decision. But now that it's 5 rounds, he has 5 rounds to finish Clark. I think he'll finish Clark. So the pick here is Smith inside the distance probably. So anybody else got any last opinions on this card? If not, we can go to our best bets section, which I'm not going to lie, don't really have one on this card. So
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the dono, brother. What's Slaughter's favorite beer and bestseller? Here at the bar, our bestseller is Miller Lite, tall boys, but me, I'd probably drink like a what's that San Francisco beer? I like that a lot. It's made out there in San Fran. Fucking I always forget the name. I don't know. Let me think of it. I don't like IPAs. I'm not an IPA guy, man. If I'm gonna drink something, it's gonna be like fucking Miller Lite or Bud Light or I won't even do Lone Star, man. Lone Star is fucking nasty down here in the Lone Star state. Shit tastes like salt and pepper down here. They only filter that, run it through the filter once, so you get all the nice stuff inside your stomach. That's why you gotta take a shit the next morning.
There you go. Boss knows his beers. So Brady, best bet of the card, if you have one. This is going to be one of the ones I'm not going to be mad if people don't have a best prediction, best bet on this card. What you think about it, Brady?
Yeah, my best bet is going to be Mudarji, Sue Mud inside the distance. I got it at -120. I love that bet so much. I think once Gordon gets hit, he's going to crumble up, cover up his head. I think Sue Mudarji is going to land a nice body shot, put him out in round 1s there. So have a decent amount on that inside the distance prop, and hopefully he gets it done for me.
Hey, real quick, I'm just going to answer his question. It's Anchor Steam. Anchor Steam beer. That just the regular old, the fucking Anchor Steam, the regular old one they had. That was one of my favorite beers, man.
Nice.
That's one of my favorite beers I drink. So
nice. There you go. VPP. What you throwing the mean 1,000 on this week?
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't get rear-ended last night, maybe I could put the bet in. But it'd be Anthony Smith. I just think he's much better than Devin Clark. Anywhere 130, 135, up to me, up to 160, 175 is good. I just think he beats Devin Clark. I have no interest in taking Devin Clark here. And Yeah, I mean, Smith's burned us a couple times, but not this time. Smith gets it done.
Boss man, what you throwing the stacks on this week? You got your eye on something?
What was Brady's first one?
Mudarji inside the distance plus 120, I think.
Yeah, dude, I'll go just not to bore y'all because I'm on board with Smith too, but just to keep it straight, I'll go with Baeza.
Okay, nice.
And I'm gonna go by sub, believe it or not, something crazy. I'll just do that.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Boss, I will follow your crazy sub best bet up since this is just one of them cards and we're getting crazy. You know, we're making something shit and we're turning shit pie into whatever that damn saying is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm going Rachael Ostovich by armbar submission. That's right. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Gina's going to take her down, play in her guard, armbar submission by Rachael Ostovich.
Yeah,
so
I like Modelo too, brother.
There you go. Hey, Big Danny likes Modelo.
I love some Shiner. Yeah, Shiner's like not even an hour or two away from here. I've been out there several times. They got a cool factory. Nice. You know some crazy shit about Shiner? They still ship it import, and we're only like fucking an hour and a half away. It's still considered an import down here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, right there. That's wild. That's wild. But there you go, boys. You boys in the chat, appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking with us on this Friday evening. We got some killers in the chat. I'll scroll up halfway, show y'all some love. We got Goots in the building, just my 2 cents. Chopino, UFC Shark, Cameron Shamura, TJ Kill. We got Skywalker DFS. Be sure to check him out on YouTube, Skywalker DFS. Appreciate the support and for the dono earlier, Skywalker. We got Alex Ramirez. We got Big Connor making a Mac. We got Goots in the building. We got Nevro, appreciate that. We got Johnny Cardone. Go check out Johnny Cardone on Higgins podcast. He's the one that created the Mecca song from Mr. Arkansas. So shout out to Johnny Cardone. Shout out to Mr. Arkansas too. Be sure to check his channel out. Subscribe. Go check out the Mecca. We got let's see who else we got. We got Gerardo Hernandez up in here. Appreciate that. Gregory. Good looking out. B up in here. Appreciate the support, B. Jimmy the Drunk coming through with the dono. Appreciate that, Big Jimmy. Bloodthirsty. Shout out to Bloodthirsty. Big Micah Bell. Was wondering where you're at, Micah. Glad to see you, brother. Glad to see you. BSP. What's up, brother? Let's see. We're almost there. Scrolling through. And we got Danny coming through with the Modelos.
See, I like all Mexican beers. Honestly, man, every Mexican beer I'll drink, any of it.
There you go. So that's everybody right there, boys. Bob Lee Swagger. Yo, P, before we leave, you gonna let people know if they need to book where they need to go?
Yeah, mybookie.ag, promo code PubSports, 50% deposit bonus credit debit, 100% match, Bitcoin via Cash App, $100 minimum deposit. So mybookie.ag, PubSports.
Also, guys, if you want to get jacked like Big Brady down there or El Jefe Presidente, be sure to go over there at bulksupplements.com. Use code PubSports, get you a little save back on that. Also, you need something to eat on the run. You at the gym like Brady and you feel a little faint because you might got the COVID. That's all right. Go ahead and get you some Built Bars. It'll get you some protein in your life, get you some nutrition. Use code PubSports. Go to builtbars.com. Use promo code PubSports for 20% off your first purchase. So, and also Wolf Spreads, boy, go over there. Wolf Spreads, WOLF. I know it's hard to understand my southern accent sometimes. That's Wolf, WOLF, Spreads, SPREADS. Go over there on iTunes or Google Play Store. Download the app. It's free. Right now, we are just in a football contest. Whenever they do make UFC, we will be on top of that. But you go on there, look up Pub Sports Battle Royale. Join that competition. You place first overall. then you get some pub gear. That's right. So be sure to go over there, download that, join us today. So for VPP, for Brady, for El Jefe Presidente, this is your boy Mo, PSR. That's what all this is powered by. UFC Vegas 15. It's going to be a banger, boys. Check us out tomorrow night as soon as the card goes live. We'll see you next time.